Hey guys, let's go for a walk. See that flag? It's a little windy, so if you hear a lot of wind, I apologize. This is how my video started. So let's go for a walk. Where have I been? Quite frankly, I've been a little bit discouraged. And quite frankly, I've been a little bit mad at everything. My job is, I won't get to my job, and my financial situation is getting worse. Not to get deep into it, we did not get a IRS refund this year. Not going to get into it. Why? It's over $4,000 that the government decided that they were going to keep. So that was a punch in the gut. We were going to get caught up. And now I think, you know what, God? I get it. If you want to test me on this, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go to a job that I detest. I'm going to try to provide for my family as best I can. And I'm going to keep breathing until you take us home. Why haven't we been raptured? I think that's the reason why I'm so discouraged. It's the reason why. Maybe it's my flesh. Maybe that's the reason why I'm so angry. It's getting harder and harder every day. It is. I don't know what else to tell you. That for those of you who kept up with me, thank you. I've lost a couple subscribers over the past few weeks, and I haven't posted anything, which is no surprise. I don't blame them. So there you go. At least he mowed. At least he did that. So I take a look. Maybe the reason why I'm so discouraged that the past 8 weeks, now we're entering in the 9th week since Mr. Wonderful took office. If you can hear the wind on this video, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Since Mr. Wonderful took office, and I've unsubscribed to some people who has said that, oh, he's a restraining force. We've been granted a reprieve. God bless Trump. He's what we needed for this country. Oh, Mr. Trump, save us all. What in the world are they? I've unsubscribed to some of them, but I get mad every time I hear we've been granted a reprieve. You have no idea the stench of that river. It's like they've emptied porta potties and dumped it into that river. That river stinks. Wonder how it out. Anyways, and I think it was the last 2 weeks, I've just recently have thought to myself, not only are those people screaming at the top of their lungs that they're not the date set, but whenever they get onto their videos and say that he's a restraining force. He's a restraining force. We've been granted a reprieve. They're date setting. Whenever they say in every video for the past 4 weeks that we've been granted a reprieve, they're date setting. That means that with the election of Donald Trump, that's windy, but oh well. We've been granted a reprieve, that means it's date setting. That means that the rapture of the church is not going to happen for another 4 years away. I no longer believe that whatsoever. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but I actually think it's been ramping up. Every low-level circuit court federal judge out there has been hindering Trump at every turn. Oh, you're trying to deport some of the most rapists, criminals from Venezuela. You're trying to deport them out of our country. Nope. You got to get them up. You got to get them back here. Of course, Trump didn't listen, and he dropped them off at El Salvador. God bless El Salvador. Those guys don't mess around. That is the most ruthless judge, or the most ruthless prison, rather. They shaved their heads, they shackled them. Anyways. It's a nice day out here, although it's windy. The first time I've been able to go for a walk and it not be too cold. Anyways, all these judges that are ruling against its executive orders, the one that really upset me the most is that judge. Trump signed an executive order banning transgender surgeries and transgender. And that judge said, nope, can't do that. It's pretty sad that he has to sign an executive order to ban executive orders. Where have we gone as a country that our president has to sign an EO banning transgender surgeries on little kids? Little kids, they don't know. They're confused. And the judge says, nope, sorry, you can't do that. 13, the last time I looked, 13 states, the 13 states of attorney generals have filed lawsuits when Trump is trying to end education. 13 states have filed lawsuits against him trying to end the Department of Education. That's one of the reasons why I think, yeah, if you hear just wind, I'm sorry. See that? They're building a house there. I don't know. That's the reason why I think we haven't been granted a reprieve. It's full speed ahead. full speed ahead. This country is divided more than ever. And also, I just had to remember, it's not about America. We're not in Bible prophecy. It's about Israel. We need to keep our focus on Israel. Last week, I've heard 3 watchmen say that none of those cows are now kosher. None of the red heifers are now kosher. That there's been found red hairs, white hairs on them. It depressed me a little bit. But then I read a report this weekend that may have been a ploy. That may have been a white lie because of their enemies, that there actually is a cow that is kosher, that they're going to sacrifice it this Passover, if they haven't done so already. If they're going to sacrifice one of those red heifers this Passover, it's a game changer. Either way, let's say that there isn't a cow that can be sacrificed. The third temple is in the Bible. It's going to be built whether they like it or not. How, when, where, why, I don't know. Is there a cow that's ready? I don't know. Is there white hairs on every one of those cows now? I don't know. All I know is that the third temple, according to Daniel and according to Revelation, will be built much sooner than later. This country is tearing itself apart. The deep state and the left is trying to disrupt everything and anything that Trump is trying to do. That is the reason why I don't think we've been granted a reprieve. It took me 6 weeks to realize that. 6 weeks before I realized that we're not okay, we're not fine. There are things going on in Europe and the UK that people can't even pray within a certain perimeter of an abortion clinic. And if their house falls within this perimeter and they're praying in their own home, they can get arrested because they just happen to be praying inside their own home. And their house falls within the abortion clinic perimeter. That's just in Europe, Scotland and Ireland. The UK, I don't know. The UK has fallen. And you have to remember, where's the Antichrist kingdom going to fall? He's going to arise out of the revived Roman Empire, and that's Europe. Things are happening so fast. We haven't been granted a reprieve. This Trump's little tariff is creating a rift and creating a war between other nations. I agree with the tariffs. I'm telling you, It took me 8 weeks to find out, to sit back and realize this ain't a reprieve. The rapture of the church is speeding up faster than ever before. And the election of Donald Trump can't stop it. It's not 4 years away. The rapture is now. It is now. In my absence for the last 3 or 4 weeks, when I sat back and just trying to figure out what's going on, everything, and figuring out what's going on in my own life with my job, and bills are piling up. I'm no longer can sustain above water. It makes me smile because, as I said it all in my videos last year, the rapture could very well happen in 2025. And that the last few days snapped me out of my funk. Snapped me out of it. So I just have to keep my chin up. I gotta keep my hope, which I have lost it over the last few weeks. And if you can hear the wind, I'm sorry. If you have to turn the volume up on this video because of the wind, I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, somebody bought that land. They're doing something with it. God bless you guys. For those of you who have kept up with me even after my absence, God bless you. I think this is truly it. If we go home soon, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. I'm tired. Every morning I hit the snooze button on my alarm at least 3 times before I have to wake up and face today, because it's getting harder to face today. For those of you who work with me, our job is just that, it's just so stressful. I crawl out of bed to face my work day every day. God bless. Love you. And this is for the person who left me a comment on one of my videos just the other day. She hasn't heard from me in a while. I just wondered if I was okay. I'm crawling. I'm crawling, princess. But I'm doing okay. Thank you for reaching out. I think you're the reason why I had to slowly break out of my funk. Because I'm so discouraged, borderline angry, and wondering why every day. And wondering why every day we are still here. I don't think we'll be here much longer. All right. God bless. For those of you who kept up with me, peace out.